some jokes.
What does the gum say to the shoe? I'm stuck on you. How does a mouse feel after a bath? Squeaky clean.
Did you know some animals are actually colorblind? According to the Ontario SPCA,
is it easier for a dog to see yellow and blue, or is it easier for a dog to see red and green?
Sunday's vlog has a Lego version of the story of Saul, Acts chapter 9. Challenge for you! See if you can take an index card. You can actually use a piece of Bristol board, construction paper, but see if you can cut a hole in the center that's big enough for your body to go through. Oh my goodness, that is so hard to do, unless you know how.
Some of you may have thought that it was absolutely impossible. That's what Saul thought. He just did not believe that Jesus was who he said that he was, until he actually met Jesus. Then he knew that he was God's son and that he had a plan for his life. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna just cut a strip. So you might wanna take white crayon, colored pencil, make a mark on either side. Then what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be connecting these two cuts that you've made. So you wanna cut, I don't wanna make it actually too thick. You're gonna cut a strip the whole length, but you want to make sure that you don't cut to the end. You wanna make sure that there's just probably about an inch on either side. After that, very simply what you're gonna be doing is cutting strips, put about half of an inch. You don't wanna cut all the way to the other side. You just wanna cut part way. Try to make it even. Go all the way down the length. And then what you're gonna do is then you're gonna flip your paper over. You can see that the cuts are all going down one side. Then this one, you're gonna have to be careful. You're gonna be making your cuts and you wanna do it in between the two cuts that you've already made. So you wanna put a cut right in here, a cut in here, and just continue all the way down. If you cut all the way to the end, it's actually gonna break it and then it's not gonna work. And then that's okay, you just try again and do it one more time. So let me show you what you do. So then you open this up and let me show you how this now actually can go over your body. Let me show you.
Well, here's what I cut out, and I know it looked like it was absolutely impossible. Just like people thought it would be impossible for Saul to ever change. But that was before he met Jesus. So let me see, look it, can go all the way through. So we know that Saul had a complete turnaround. His life was completely different once he met Jesus. Everything he thought about Jesus, he found was not really true because it wasn't based on who Jesus really was. Once Saul met Jesus, everything changed. He went from someone who was actually trying to find people who believed in Jesus to put them into prison to somebody who wanted to tell other people about the incredible message of God's love. Complete change. I have a question for you. So, how does putting your faith in Jesus change the way that you act? So we know that when you put your faith in Jesus, that the Holy Spirit lives inside of you. We know that Jesus has forgiven you for all the things you've done that are wrong. And you know that Jesus is always there beside you. Has the way that you treated other people changed? Think about it for a second. How about the way that you treat your brother or your sister? Has that changed? How about the way that you treat your friends? Or are you listening to your mom or your dad more than you did before? God's love changes us, just like it changed Saul. Find a spot where you can go, maybe just sit on your bed for a minute, but think about Saul's life. When he met Jesus, the Holy Spirit changed him. And one of the things that he changed is he helped Saul to want to tell other people about Jesus. Who are you telling about Jesus? Think about it for a little bit. Sit down, maybe write it out. Who are you telling about Jesus?